Today we're going to make an easy cranberry chutney. It's actually my grandmother's recipe for chutney, so I grew up on this recipe. It is perfectly tart with a little sweetness from apples and raisins, and it's like super warm spices, and it's just perfect for any holiday meal, or even just to top your breakfast oatmeal, some yogurt. Just saying, this is a must make. Let's get into it. So, cranberry chutney, super easy. Does require a little dicing, but we've got this. I'm going to start with the celery because that is easiest. And it's about a half a cup, but I usually just use 2 stalks. So just go ahead and slice your celery. All right, grab it all. Give it a dice. A bowl scraper, and just kind of get that in your pot. We're just going to go ahead and put everything together right away because there's no need to, dirty a bowl or anything. So, all the celery in the pot. And then we are going to do our apple. So you do want to go ahead and peel it. I like to use an apple that holds up a little bit better when it's cooked. So like a Crisp Pink or a Gala or Fuji, Granny Smith. Something that has a little tartness to it as well, because there is sugar and raisins in here, and you want something to be tart. This. So I'm just cutting it in half and then cutting the core out of each side. I am going to cut each half, kind of make it less fat. It doesn't matter. You can totally just slice this and then do thin slices, that's fine. It's really not that serious how you cut your apple. I promise. And then you're gonna cut little sections. So. And you're gonna cut dice. Just like the celery. Kind of about the same size, but don't stress about the size. This is an easy pull together side dish, and if you're stressing about the size of your apples, that is a good amount right there. I'm going to save this for another endeavor / snacking. You know me. It's about 3/4 a cup, half cup. Yeah. Closer to a cup. It's fine. It's not rocket science. It's chutney. All right, last bit is our onion. We're going to use about half of this onion. So I'm just going to go ahead and get half. I'm going to keep the little stem on there to hold everything together, and then I'm just going to kind of slice sections this way, and then I will slice sections this way, and then I will dice it, right? Look at that. And then we're going to put this in our pot, and then we're done slicing. I know. Ta-da. And then everything else just goes in. So we've got our cranberries. Wish I had opened this. All right, it's like a whole bag. They usually sell them in 12 ounces. So that's what this is. And raisins, sometimes I use a mixture of golden and red. So it doesn't matter. Whatever you have on hand, that's what you should use. Water to get the party started. Cinnamon. Ginger, allspice. You can omit any of these flavors if you don't want them. And then clove. Sugar. Oh, did you think this was healthy? And brandy. You could use rum, you could use bourbon, you could omit it entirely, but get it in there. Mix it up. Oh, it's gonna smell so good in here in about 5 minutes. You don't even know. Ah! Escapee. See all that goodness? Yeah. Totally. Now we're going to take this and we're going to put this on the stove over medium heat and let it come to a boil until the cranberries start to pop, and then we're going to turn it down. I'm going to go ahead and cover it. to keep some of those juices in there. It only really needs to cook for about 15 minutes after the cranberries pop, but I like to simmer it on low for at least an hour to kind of marry the flavors and get them all really happy. And I want the onions to be soft and the apples to start to soften as well. I mean, they're still gonna be crisp, but they're gonna be like crisp tender because I want all of those flavors to just meld into one. So I like to simmer it, but it can be done in 20 minutes, start to finish. So our cranberry chutney has been simmering for about 2 hours. I just brought it down to super duper low and let it slowly simmer. But you can see that everything has kind of cooked together and all the flavors have melded and like the cranberries have popped, and it's just one beautiful chutney. And now we're ready to take it off. I usually cook this a minimum of an hour, but you could certainly cook it less time. It's still gonna be delicious. Like if you just wanna leave this to the end, or you can make this weeks ahead of time, which is the perfect thing to make ahead in large batches. It's also really great for gifting, just saying. All right, I mean, it smells like cranberries and cinnamon and all those spices mixed together. Ooh, love it. It's time to try. So fun fact, I used to eat cranberry chutney all on its own. I'm a little weird, and I do actually just eat it with a spoon. Most people probably don't, but I am who I am. So pretty excited. It's probably really hot. There's that chutney I remember. Yes, Nana. It's cinnamon and like that cranberry. It's still tart even though we added some sugar. It's tart, but it's not overwhelmingly tart, and you have like a little bit of juiciness from the apples and the raisins that kind of give a burst of sweetness with the cranberry. Yes, this is phenomenal. I actually eat this on cream of wheat or oatmeal even as like a savory breakfast. Just saying. Do not think that this is just for Thanksgiving dinner, because it is not. It's an all year round staple. Yes. Oh, him too.